It seems to be an unlikely combination, but Arizona and France do have something in common, and you may be surprised to learn it's wine. That connection is also the inspiration behind an upcoming cruise down a river in France. The trip is led by two Arizona winemakers, Eric Blomsky, owner of Pagebing Cellars, and Sam Pillsbury, owner of Pillsbury Wines. Photojournalist David Mills talked with Sam about the similar wine styles and this upcoming trip.
It's the first time I'm doing any kind of cruise at all, let alone a river cruise in the Rhone Valley. I've mostly just sort of gone off on my own in a rental car. I love the way the French care about their food and their wine, and also their villages, you know, they're so beautiful. One of the reasons that I chose the area where we plant our vines, which is southeastern Arizona in Cochise County, is that the climate is rather similar, and the temperatures are rather similar to that part of France. So it's kind of a bit of a miracle in this place that's like the last place on earth you'd think. These varieties all came from the desert in the first place. They were brought by the Germans and the Greeks to Europe 1,000 years ago. What I'm really looking forward to is food in little kind of hole-in-the-wall restaurants and wine from like little family wineries, because it's that kind of individual point of view expression of food and wine that I am personally most interested in. I love that kind of connection between the earth and the person and the stuff that they produce, and I try to emulate that myself. We're going to visit a lot of wineries on the way. We're going to stop at a lot of villages. There's some very charming things about options. For example, you can grab a bicycle and ride along the side of the river between villages if you want to. And you know, I can tell you, again, riding a bicycle anywhere in that part of the world, every foot is just going to be heaven, you know. I've never seen an ugly French village, I can tell you that. And what's so great is that Eric and I are going to be able to take parties of people into some of these chateaux and talk to the winemakers and the owners there and barrel taste the wines. And then we can also come back to the boat and we can compare the wines that we've tried in these places with the wines that we've made here, and which is going to be a very interesting experience for me too. And I'm hoping I will learn a lot from this trip and make a great leap forward in the quality and in the complexity of what we're doing.
We might add, Pillsbury just released their 2011 wines over the weekend, so now is a great time to head up for a round of tasting. Or if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, then we'll have information for that wine cruise on SonoraLiving.com.